pandemic.
Hmm.
I don't know. I think the pandemic might have been unstarted because it was
But y'all
still a
didn't
little
have no
weird.
mask on in that battle.
Man, listen, I never, like,
Me neither.
in Florida, like we so like you don't tell us what to do. We're not wearing no
We like
mask.
that in
And
Atlanta too. We didn't shut down no businesses or nothing. We wasn't doing none of that.
yeah,
At
you
least
talking
black
about
people was.
wear a mask. Like, nigga, why you that close anyway? Back up. Like the
Yeah.
fuck? Yeah, like
Word,
so yeah,
word.
we definitely didn't have no mask on. Like, and then let me see. Then I had a battle with High Schoono that didn't really get completed. It was a bunch of BS. And
Okay.
then I've been ducked after that. Like,
You get ducked a lot.
yeah, like nobody ain't want to come outside and play with the kid. And then I had a baby, so you know how that be.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
I was still trying to battle pregnant. Like, if you go and you go back and you listen to my April K battle,
Uh-huh.
at the end of that round, I got a fire ass pregnancy scheme,
Okay, yeah,
right?
yeah. I heard.
And I wrote that while I was pregnant because I was supposed to battle Karma B and she ducked me, but that was gonna be like my
Come
pregnancy
on, Karma.
announcement.
Tighten up, Karma. Now that's what people. I feel you though. Yeah.
Yeah, that was gonna be like my pregnancy announcement because they ain't nobody know I was pregnant in like the little battle rap
Dang.
world. So I was like, I kept begging people like, bruh, let me jump in your round to do my pregnancy scheme, bruh.
Yeah.
Bruh, this shit fire, bruh. And nigga like, nah, cause if you fuck my shit up, I'm gonna be mad. And I speak them, they be like, damn, that scheme hard. Like, I'm like, dang.
People like your
Matter,
aggression too. They like your
ma-
aggression, your voice, your presence, your cadence is loud. You know what I mean? Then you got a lot of elements that people really like in battle rap.
yeah, and that it's crazy because like that's just like my regular personality.
Hmm.
Like, it's not like created and like I'm really like that for real, like loud and outrageous. Just, you
I
know what I
know I
mean?
was at a Art of War battle, um, Don Marino in conjunction with Grand Battle League, and you was one of the co-hosts for a couple of the battles, and during the battles, like I forget it was it Prestavia Nucci Chinks, somebody was battling. You was like, they good, but they ain't me. I said, damn, Tasha talk a lot of shit. I hope
Man,
when I
listen,
finally see her in person rapping, I said, I hope she is good as she talked that shit, and you really were, and you really were.
listen, and hold on, my bad. Somebody was calling. I forgot to put my phone on do not disturb. But listen, I do. They be getting mad when I host a battle too, cause like we hosting one battle and like the nigga was just rapping forever, bruh, and like you being lost. And I'm like, Mike, we not gonna call time on this nigga. Like, why the fuck is he? Why is he still rapping?
You be mad vocal. You be
Yeah,
mad vocal on
I
them
be
stages.
mad. Like, and like I don't know a lot of like of the like big people in battle rap. Like I know like the more popular ones, but I don't
Right,
like because I'm getting introduced to it. And when I came in Florida, so like I know our people. You know what I
right,
mean?
right. You was telling me that.
And
Okay.
and Don Marino had the Art of War event, and El Capone was battling Hefe
Hmm.
and T Rex jumped in it. And like, if you go watch that footage, you go hear me say, "What they jumping him, nigga, all time?"
Yeah.
And Mike like, no.
I like it. That's a
And I'm
legend right there.
like,
That's a Mount
yeah, he
Rushmore.
like,
He the goddamn Jay-Z of battle rap.
yeah. And then after the
Tasha fucking
battle,
with him.
after the battle, Red's like, damn, you was gonna call time on me? Yeah, bro. Y'all ain't gonna jump my brain here. Like, no, we
Uh,
not doing that.
but
So
that that
I'm
just shows
learning
how
though.
pure you are though. You not tainted and everything and compromised. I like that about you. I
Yeah,
like
I'm
that about
learning. I'm learning who people is. I be telling Don he got to put people faces on like a little flashcard,
you.
like
Yeah.
important
Yeah.
people, so I know. Like, cause
I love it.
I
That's
just
a
be
real
walking
rookie
up.
right there.
Yeah, I be just be walking up talking shit. Like I don't like we at Civil War
Yeah.
because shout out to Ease. Ease was having like his big battle in Florida on
Shout out to
URL.
my
So
man
like
E.
he from my home league. Like that's my boo. And so like we all showing up to support him. So I got my makeup done and shit. And I just see Don Marino. He like standing in front of the camera. So
Hmm.
I'm like, I'm gonna go get some camera time. Like, I done dropped this baby.
Yeah.
I'm ready for a battle. Like, I'm just gonna anybody getting called out at this point. So
Hmm.
I just like walk up to his interview and I start like popping shit. And motherfucker like, who that is? She rap. I'm like, yeah, I rap. Don, my manager. And they like rap right now. I'm like,
They put
man,
you
you
on the
know,
spot like that.
I'm like, man, I get paid to rap. I'm cutting jokes and cracking up because like that's just my personality.
Right.
And Don, he like lean over in my ear. He's like, if it was ever a time I needed you to rap, you better rap right now. I don't
Right
care what
now.
you rap. You
Got to
better
do.
rap. And then I go to rapping. That's how I got my crucible.
Okay.
I got my crucible right there on the spot. Then
Got your
me and
smack
Don walk
URL
off.
look.
Me and Don walk off, and I'm like, "Hey Don, who that was?" He looked at me. He was like, "Tasha, that's P and Beasley." I was like, "Oh shit, I'm out here wilding, man. I can't be. Y'all can't be sitting me out here blind in these streets like this. Like,
Tighten up,
oh
Don
no."
Marino. Oh,
But that's when he realized like
he didn't even
how much.
know. You're right.
Yeah, because he like when I be saying like I don't know people like because battle rap is such a insult sport, people be thinking like I'm just like shooting little shots on the low. But
Right.
I genuinely be meaning like, it's a lot of people I don't know. You know what I
I
mean?
got you. I got you.
And that's when he knew like, oh, she dead ass for real when she be saying that shit. Like,
Yeah.
so now he be trying to tell me, he be like, this is so and so. This is an important person you should
Right.
know.
Give you the heads up now. Yeah. Yeah. That's what's up. I like that. I like that. Well, you got something upcoming. You know what I mean? Can we talk
Yeah,
about it yet? Does it
man.
drop tonight, or by the time I
Yeah,
put this out, will it be out at the same time? What we doing?
yeah, so you got it first. You know what I mean? She go hard invade Miami, man. April 22nd.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
We got Reese out hosting a battle. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Me,
You
Rain,
telling
Fire, Moon.
Rainfire Moon? That's what you got.
Yeah, we
Oh
finna,
shit! It's going
and we the
down.
only females on the card.
Oh really?
Yeah, see,
Dang.
exclusive. You getting it here first. Don't say
Yo,
I ain't
light
give you
skin
that.
television. We getting here first. Rainfire
You get
Moon and Tasha, the author. She goes hard. Comes the art of war in Miami. It's in Miami, right?
Yep,
Okay. Dang, this gonna be crazy.
Hollywood, Florida.
Hollywood, Florida. Damn. So what's the best airport for me to take? The Hollywood joint is closer.
The Fort Lauderdale one.
Fort Lauderdale, yeah. Okay. That's
You
what's up.
might as
Yeah.
well come on.
Y'all people that ain't never traveled to Miami. There's two airports. You mess around, be driving forever if you take the wrong airport trying to get a cheaper flight. Then you mess around. Yeah, if you don't rent a car, you mess around, be Ubering or something. Damn, you should have paid more for your flight and been closer. You just never
For
know. Yeah,
real.
you gotta really, when you plan to fly to Miami, you got to prepare and know which airport, which airline. You got to be on point with all that. But enough of that. Like, who was your roughest opponent that you've ever had so far in your 3 year
I
career?
don't think I've gotten there yet.
Ah, okay,
Because like right now I'm at the stage to where I'm strictly focused on like outdoing me.
okay.
Like I don't I don't put too much, and some people say that I'm doing it wrong, but I
How
just have
so?
to find I'm one of them people that like I'm just gonna stick to my decision, and if I'm wrong, I can handle the consequences because it was my decision.
Okay.
But like I don't study my opponents. I might watch their battle, but I don't study them because I feel like that's where people mess up a lot. I don't want to sound like nobody they done battled before. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm.
don't want to. I don't want to try to predict what they're going to do. I think that takes the fun out of the battle because
Keep
you
it
don't get those.
organic. You don't want to over prepare to the point where you're not you anymore. Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
I just
Okay.
want to. I just want to do what I do because I feel like when like league owners look at the names and they look at the styles, they're matching us together because they're trying to get something. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
So I don't want to be like prepared so much to the point to where I show up as a whole different person than who they book.
You know what? You make a good point. Everyone's strategy is different. I've heard one or two female battle rappers say this, and quite a few male battle rappers that are very established say this. When they get a an opponent that's not on a big league and they're not a like a top tier opponent, they really might watch a half a battle or one battle or nothing at all and don't even care nothing about strategizing for that person. I'm just going to rap the way I rap because they're going to love me anyway.
And
And
then I don't really do name flips. So I feel
okay,
like the main reason you might study a battle is because like you got to do some name flips and stuff like that.
right.
But I don't really do name flips. So it's like I'm just a city girl. Like I feel like if you look at music today, like everybody in music is like still in Florida swag. Like
I'm kind of
everybody,
seeing
like
it.
even if you listen to an artist and they from New York, you go think they from the South somewhere. You go think they either from Florida or they from Atlanta. Like
And as
so,
soon as
I
they
feel
leave
like
the booth, they don't sound like they sell. They don't sound like they just sound like, on the record. They sound like they self produced.
yeah.
That is kind of strange.
And so I feel like nah, like y'all go get this authentic Florida girl. Like I'm a real city girl. Like I was raised on Trina and Kaya and Jackie O. Like I'm gonna pop my shit. I'm gonna say whatever I want to say, and like you go feel it because it's authentic. You go, damn, I never thought about it like that. Or, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And so that's all I be focused on. And looking cute. Like if you ask Don
As
what
always.
drive him crazy, like I don't even be writing for the belt, and I be like, Don, I got to figure out what I'm gonna wear. And he be looking
That's
like,
you. That's you.
and he be like, Tasha, really? Like, yeah, because if I wear my blue hair, then I need to wear this outfit. And he be like,
Even when you're not rapping and you just hosting or you just in the crowd, you know what I mean, on the camera, standing behind Mike, it's like you the one who stands out. All the women that's fans and all the women that's rapping on the card, they like, who's she? And you loud too. They like, but who's she? That's what everyone want to know before they find out who you are. Like, is she somebody? Cause she around here styling and profiling and
I,
wilding and shit like she's somebody, and you do be somebody.
I think it was I want to say it was either Elijah Strait or Ace Amin. I can't remember which one of them it was.
Hmm.
They was at an AOW event
Okay.
and they were rapping and like every time they'll say something that was fire, I'd be like, oh, that's cute. And so, like, in the middle of his round, he was like, yeah, I know. I'm like, damn, bro, that's a compliment.
Yeah, yeah. They ain't
So,
used to your style.
so then,
It's
so
different to
on
people.
Twitter, for like 2-3 months after that battle on Twitter, like, bro, was beefed out with me. And I had to tell him, like, nah, man, I wasn't like trolling you. I was giving
Right.
you a compliment. Like, that
Like
was
them East
nice.
Coast
That's
dudes
cute.
don't understand, the slang, you know
Hey,
what I
I
mean? And
got nervous, man. He turned around. I was like, oh
that's
my
Ace
God.
I mean, I could tell, yeah. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy.
But he actually a really cool dude. He's really dope. I think he's
Intelligent
really
too.
dope.
Yep. He don't
Yeah.
take no shit at the same time. He got a nice balance about him to be a bat. He ain't no sucker. You know what I mean? He done been through some stuff. You know what I mean? He can really rap, and at the same time, he a down to earth person. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot of
definitely. He
people
was
like
pretty
that.
cool.
Have you noticed in a battle rap culture, a lot of people that's you think they cool 1 second and find out they shady later, and vice versa. Some people off a first glance or the first time you interact with him, like, oh, this is the a-hole right here. Then you get to know him. You're like, you know what? This person, all right. You find that a lot.
Listen, 85% of these people are strange.
Man.
Like they are really weird. Like really, like they are strange. And so I have to I limit my time interacting with them because I
Okay.
believe that a lot of them live in like an alter reality. Like,
I
and
see
then
that
I
a
be
lot.
realizing that some of them was like the kids at school that wasn't a part of a club. Like they wasn't the cool kid on the basketball team, or they didn't
Ah,
run track or playing the band. So they was the little dude that was like sitting at the table by himself. So like he been waiting for
to reinvent
something.
itself. Yeah. And this is a whole
Man,
nother lane.
listen,
Okay. Okay.
baby, my gun's so big, ain't never touched one.
Ain't
Like,
never
come
touched a gun.
on.
Don't know how to put it on safety or nothing, huh? Okay. I got
Don't even know it's on safety. You try to figure out why it won't shoot. Like,
you. As much as I'm a proponent of female battle rap, and I always support the ladies harder than I do the men. Uh, One thing that drives me nuts, and I don't say nothing, but I like when women got sports bars if they know what they talk about. I hate when I know someone fed you a sports bar.
Listen,
I hate that shit. I hate it.
I don't, and that's what I like about what I do,
Hmm.
right? Because when you hear me rapping and you hear what I'm saying, if you've had a conversation with me,
Hmm.
you like this is how she talk. Like
Right.
this is this is some shit she'll say. Like prime example, right? Like right before I got ready to go in to do my crucible
Hmm.
or whatever, Twerk standing on the sidewalk. The first time I met him was in Miami. He was at a Don Marino event and he bought my book.
Okay.
So I kept telling him like, man, let me know when you read my book, whatever, whatever. So I see him. I'm yelling out the door. I'm like, welcome home, nigga. You don't be checking your mail. You ain't read my book. You could have read that shit in jail. And everybody busts out laughing.
Dang.
So my op, I didn't have an op for my crucible. Like
Mhm.
nobody to rap when I rap.
Right.
So Twerk ended up, I'm talking shit to him. He ended up jumping up and he freestyling. So I
Mm.
say that shit right before I go on my round because like everybody like Tasha, you got to say that shit in there, like, because that's crazy. How did you just think of it? And it's like, no, like that was a legitimate question. Like, I'm glad he's out of jail, and I want to know why the fuck he didn't read my book while he was in jail. Like, that's no
Mm.
in jail. Read. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like that's just how like my bars be. It really be like I be sitting here and I might be talking about my up and might be selling. I be like, man, y'all seen that hoe? That hoe had on some sweatpants, some last drawers.
Hmm.
And then I be like, ooh, 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 I'm gonna say something like, and that's how I come up with it. Like
Okay.
it's not
Okay.
like I'm not gonna be so tough and I'm not gonna shoot a lot of guns because I don't play with a few guns. I could, you know what I mean? I could shoot one, you know.
Hmm.
We in Florida, but I
You
ain't
just
finna
keep it
shoot no.
organic. You keep it organic.
Yeah, because like a person can tell, and people think nobody can't tell, but
Mm.
you can see like down, but it was hard for you to deliver that because you don't even know what you're talking about.
Tasha, I noticed when you battling people, your voice is aggressive, your tone is aggressive, but you respectfully don't touch people. Do you expect the same? Like, what is your, what is your game plan as far as interaction when you get close up on somebody and vice versa when they rapping? What do you tolerate?
I,
What don't you tolerate? And what will you do to an opponent at the most?
I don't touch people anymore because it went left.
It went left.
Yeah, in my battle. And I kind of think that's why like people being kind of scared to come outside and play because it's on YouTube.
Hmm.
So like my battle verse Heist Uno, like his girl was getting agitated throughout the battle.
Yeah,
And like she's on the side and she's like talking shit. And she's talking shit through his round.
which I
And
think
she
is unprofessional.
and she's having like a stare off with my homegirls that's standing behind me. Like
Yeah,
if you know females, they having a full-fledged argument and ain't said nothing to each other.
yeah,
And it's like one little minute where she tried to like swing on me. And for him, I think he was nervous because in my first battle, I pocket checked Pharaoh Creed
yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever. And so during the promo, he kept telling me like I better not touch him. And I'm like, if I want to touch you, I'm gonna touch you, like,
yeah,
because that's how I'm living.
yeah.
And so when I seen, I'm an agitator. So when I seen his girl
That's
getting
why
like
I asked you.
getting high, when I see getting high, I grabbed his dick. You know what I'm saying? And then
Yo, damn.
and so because like of everything that had been happening on the stage that night, when
Yeah,
he pushes my little brother like loses it.
yeah,
And from that moment on, I realized like I have to be careful because like my people not battle rap people. I realized that like a lot of people in battle rap don't bring their family and people outside of the battle rap world don't even know that
hmm,
they rap. But like I'm like family oriented. Like I'm my brothers, my cousins closing down the traps. Like we in here, you
yeah,
know, and
yeah,
I realize like I'm responsible for what they do because they love me.
yeah.
So I don't touch anyone.
Mm,
Now, if somebody want to bump me, like April K bumped me, she tried to, but I ain't really move.
yeah.
You know, I don't care. The only way
If it's some little
it would
cute shit that's
escalate,
part of their routine is one thing, but if they making it personal or they trying you and shit, that's when it could go left.
yeah, the only way it would escalate is if in the promo I already felt like you was being disrespectful. You know what I mean?
So that's
So
my
if
next. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah, so like if in the promo I feel like you was already sizing me like I won't do nothing to you, they'll be like top around two, and then boom, it's that's it. Battle over. Like
Last question. Promo. How important is it, and how have you had a real face off yet?
I have, but I haven't had a real face off since becoming so popular. Like
Okay, yeah. You
so
haven't had a
like
major face off before, but is this Rainfire Moon? Are y'all having a face off?
I believe we're gonna do one. I
Okay,
definitely I want us to do one. I mean, we did a little one on Twitter. You know what I mean?
right.
We was talking shit, and she was telling people to make sure they stand close, so I can't walk up on her and shit like that. You know.
Yeah.
So we had one on Twitter, but I'm hoping between the both our managers that they set our schedules up so we can do, because I want to show like that we can do what the niggas do. Like
Right.
that's my thing. That's what we want to do. Like no, I'm knowing people business and shit like that, but like I don't want to be no tabloid shade room rapper. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Like,
Right.
oh, she said such and such about so and so. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be that girl. I don't want that to be what people expect from me. So I want to show like we can do a face off, we can talk crazy, we
Mm-hmm.
can run the promo up, we can bring fans out. People want to see us, and then we still can have a classic match and go out and have drinks afterwards.
Let's sign
And
out with No, I'm sorry.
yeah, I'm just saying, and that's what I feel like me and Rain gonna be able to show. Like
That's what's up.
I think we different, you know what I mean? We got different styles, and I think we're gonna be able to show like the professionalism in it. Like
And that's April 22nd.
April 22nd, Hollywood, Florida.
Get these people your social media. We're gonna sign out with that. They got to know
Man,
how to get in contact with you, how to buy your book.
my book is on Amazon. It's Hustler's Ambition, a Duval love story. If you got Kindle Unlimited, you can read it for free. You can get the paperback copy, $9.99, shipped everywhere. Y'all can find me on everything as Tasha the Author, TASHADAAUTHOR, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, your daddy cell phone. All
Yo, female battle rap movement, Tasha the author. I'm getting out. I'm getting away from you. Yo, definitely appreciate you. Next time we get in a freestyle. I don't care what you say.
all right. I'm gonna be ready next time.
Be ready next time.
I
That's
be
what
going
I'm
to
talking.
bed early, man. That's why I be like,
I know it.
I just told I just told J2, I was like, boy, I'm a grandma. I need my spaces to happen
I
around
know that's right.
12.
I know that's right. Tasha the author, light skin television female battle rap movement show. We out. Peace.